How was vodka made? Once used as a currency in medieval Russia, vodka is much more than just a clear, odorless and flavorless spirit. It has become one of the most popular alcoholic beverages in the world, with over 1,000 different brands available. But how was vodka made for the first time, and who introduced this popular drink to the world? You will be surprised to know that even today, two countries are fighting to claim the title of being the first to produce vodka. So, what are those countries, and which one has a more solid perspective? Let's travel back in time and explore the untold history. So what exactly is vodka? It is a clear and colourless spirit that many enjoy for its simplicity. It typically ranges in alcoholic content from around 40 to 55%, making it a strong yet smooth drink. What sets vodka apart is its neutral flavour. During the production process, most flavouring substances are stripped away, resulting in a spirit that lacks a distinct aroma or taste. This means that vodka can be crafted from various raw materials, often the least expensive and most easily available options that can ferment. This adaptability is the reason behind vodka's widespread popularity, allowing for unique local interpretations while remaining true to its essence. The origins of vodka are shrouded in mystery and debate among scholars. The lack of historical records makes it challenging to pinpoint the exact moment this spirit came into being. In centuries past, the beverages produced were vastly different from the vodka we know today, because they had distinct flavors, hues, and aromas. You will be surprised to know that early versions of vodka were not primarily consumed for pleasure, but were instead used as a medicinal tonic, containing only 14% alcohol. It was in Roman Egypt during the 3rd century that distillation techniques first began to take shape, setting the groundwork for spirits. However, it wasn't until the 12th century that the term aqua ardens, or burning water, was mentioned in Latin texts, referring to the distillation of wine mixed with salt. By around 1300, the knowledge of distillation had spread among European medieval chemists, setting the way for the evolution of vodka as we would eventually come to enjoy it. As time passed, the debate over the origins of vodka became a matter of national pride, with the two names, Russia and Poland, fighting for the title of the first vodka producers. Each country embraced this spirit, celebrating it as a vital part of their cultural heritage. Interestingly, it wasn't until 1751 that the first official documentation of vodka appeared in Russia. To deal with the extremely cold weather, early Russian pioneers found a way to make vodka using a method called freeze distillation. They would freeze beer overnight, which allowed them to take out the extra water. This made the drink stronger and boosted the alcohol content. However, this method also added more fusel oils and impurities, which affected the spirit's quality. Yet in Russia, many defining characteristics of modern vodka emerged. Among the advancements was the introduction of charcoal filtration, credited to the 18th century chemist Theodor Lowitz, who was commissioned by the Russian Tsar in 1780 to improve the hygiene of this beloved national drink. An exciting chapter in vodka's history unfolds with the story of a Russian peasant named Pyotr Smirnov. He had a vision to create a spirit that would become one of the most popular vodka brands today. Instead of drawing from his Russian roots, he chose to name his creation using the French spelling of his name, giving it an air of sophistication. As vodka flourished, the Russian aristocracy grew more involved, eventually monopolizing its production and leaving the working class in the shadows. The imbalance was a significant factor leading to the 1917 Bolshevik Revolution, which saw many prominent distillers, including Pyotr's son Vladimir Smirnov, forced to abandon their distilleries. Seeking safety, Vladimir journeyed from Russia to Poland and finally to France, where he carried on his father's legacy. His efforts eventually led to vodka being introduced to the Western world, paving the way for its international acclaim and popularity. Now, from Poland's viewpoint, the story of vodka is full of tradition and creativity. The first written mention of vodka comes from Poland in 1405, where the word vodka was used. This term described strong drinks and alcohol-based mixtures that were made for health and beauty uses, crafted from frozen wine. As time progressed into the 16th century, it became common practice for Polish families to produce their own vodka at home, infusing it with fruits and herbs to soften the potent taste of alcohol. The practice of creating naturally flavored vodkas remains a cherished tradition in Poland's distilling culture. Notably, Poland has earned a prestigious reputation for its potato vodka, a journey that began with a royal exchange in the 19th century, when the Austrian emperor gifted the Polish king with this exotic crop from the Americas. This exchange was the start of an exciting change. As new ways to distill spirits were developed, the methods of making vodka got better, resulting in the smooth and high-quality vodkas we know today. A big improvement came in 1871, with new rectification techniques that helped make vodka even purer and more refined. During World War II, both Poland and Russia made very good vodka, but most of it was drunk in their own countries. At that time, vodka hadn't yet become a well-known drink worldwide, like whiskey, rum, or brandy. So, technically, Poland was the first country to produce vodka, but it was definitely not the one we see today in the market. Besides Russia and Poland, there is another fascinating player in the world of vodka: Sweden. Up until the 1950s, vodka was not even a term used for Swedish spirits. Instead, they were known as brandvin, meaning burn wine. This name shares its roots with the Dutch word brandevin, the origin of our beloved brandy. The production of brandvin began in Sweden in the late 15th century, but it remained modest until the 17th century, when things started to change. By the early 18th century, the distillation of this grain-based spirit expanded, even though grain shortages often hampered production. Yet, the late 18th century brought a fascinating twist, as potatoes began to creep into the process, eventually dominating production by the 19th century. In the 1870s, advancements in distillery equipment propelled Swedish spirits into a new era. From the 1960s onward, unflavored brandvin started to be called vodka, marking a significant shift. The first Swedish vodka, Explorer Vodka, launched in 1958 with ambitions to conquer the American market, although it didn't quite succeed. However, it remains a cherished brand in Sweden today. Then came the big game changer in 1979, Absolut Vodka, which resurrected an older name, Absolut Rent Brandvin, meaning absolutely pure brandvin, from 1879. Following Sweden's entry into the European Union in 1995, the regulations evolved, allowing private companies to produce vodka. This increase in popularity caught the attention of younger people and created some problems. For example, a group ran a vodka car, where they were caught illegally selling thousands of liters of vodka to kids as young as 13. Today, most of the vodka is being produced from grains like sorghum, corn, rye, or wheat. Among these, rye and wheat vodkas are often regarded as the finest, offering distinct character and flavor. Interestingly, vodka doesn't just come from grains. Some are crafted from potatoes, molasses, soybeans, grapes, rice, sugar beets, and even byproducts from oil refining or wood pulp processing. In certain Central European countries, like Poland, the tradition persists where vodka can be made by simply fermenting a mix of crystal sugar and yeast. As we look at the vodka landscape in the European Union, there are discussions surrounding the standardization of what can be labeled as vodka. The vodka belt countries advocate that only spirits made from grains, potatoes, and sugar beet molasses should carry this name, adhering to age-old production methods. In the United States, large agricultural companies like Archer Daniels Midland produce a massive quantity of 95% pure grain alcohol. Bottlers then purchase this spirit in bulk, filtering and diluting it to create various vodka brands. However, it's important to note that products like Everclear, which are high in alcohol content but haven't gone through the vodka making process, don't qualify as vodka despite their similar origins. This distinction is crucial in maintaining the integrity of vodka's unique character and tradition. So, how did vodka become the beloved spirit we know today? It was a journey that started centuries ago in Eastern European countries like Poland and Russia, with each region putting its unique spin on the distillation process. You can still find traditional methods and flavors in these countries, but vodka's popularity has spread far beyond its birthplace. Today you can enjoy a wide variety of vodkas from all over the world, each with its own distinct character and flavor profile. Let us know in the comments which vodka brand is your favorite. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.